Online or digital marketing, my business, how and where do I start? This is a series of videos. Look in the description below for the other videos that's been published on this already. We are looking at content creation to build that your ideal customer would get to know, like, and trust you. And in this video, we are discussing content for your ideal customer to consider your business. That's the second phase of your content for them to make a decision online. Remember what we said, 70% more or less of the buyer decision is made online even before sales engages. That's what I heard from Steve and his team at Growth Partners in New Zealand. They've done some remarkable research on this. Go and check that out. 70% now. It's quite a lot. I thought that they were leaning towards 60%. So do you have the right content that you are sharing with your ideal or target audience? As you hear that little dog bark in the background, can you ask yourself the question, am I awake enough to get this information and to make sure that I deliver this for my customers? So what is consideration content? That is content about why should they use my product or service? How am I different to the competitors? And then even how are some of my products different to others? I'll give you an example. In our business, for example, as a business that helps other businesses to find more of their ideal customers and to also sell sustainably to them, we need to show how we're different versus the other 2,500 so-called marketing agencies in our region. And for us, we create authentic content. We give practical examples. We've got years of experience with specialists on our team. But we need to demonstrate that so that people can consider working with us. One of the ways that we do it specifically now, where there's a lot of artificial intelligence that's starting to seep in, and a lot of content being created with that, is being authentic. Why should they consider us? So we show our team of specialists. Who are they? What do they do? We typically create short videos like this so that you can see, who are we? Why should you get to know, like, and trust us more? So what is your product? How is it different from the competition? Discuss it. Discuss the intricacies without giving your intellectual property away. But why should they consider you? Is it because of your experience in, for example, sales and marketing, and you work differently with businesses? Is it because if you're in a marketing business like ours, we teach teams how to market? Is that the case? And digital and offline. What is your differentiating factor? And then what's different in some of your products versus others? Why should some businesses use some of your products, maybe your entry-level products, and why should other businesses use more of your expensive type of products? So, for example, in our business, one of the product sets that we work with is we can set up an inbox campaign if that's the right thing to do for your business in LinkedIn. If that's your right target audience, that might be an entry-level marketing campaign on LinkedIn. But if you're more serious, if you've got a bigger team, if you've got a very specific target audience in mind, and you want to set up individual one-to-one appointments with decision makers like CEOs, etc., then we would advise you to build a specific LinkedIn funnel. That's a different product. It caters for a different problem. So those are two examples of consideration content. So sit down, write down, what's your differentiator for all your different product sets? Why should people consider you? Why are you different versus your competitors? And interestingly enough, your competitors that you think are your competitors in a normal space, the guy that's next to you, the building company, the bricks and mortar companies, the ones that are built, that you can see, they are not the same companies as you'll find are your competitors online. Very, very interesting. So make sure that you start to understand your competitive landscape. If you don't, if you have questions around that, please ask us because we would like to assist you. So look down in the bottom for the other videos in this series and ask us questions. What would you like to know? This is the second part of content creation in marketing your business in the online or the digital space, and it's part of a series of videos. Do this exercise and let us know how it goes and what your questions are.